Zaid here, Slow Street Coffee. I have a couple of coffees for us to taste. I have the Ethiopia. It's a natural processed coffee, and put it on as a hat. And then the Costa Rica, which is a medium roast. The Ethiopia is like a light roast, light medium. The Ethiopia has a lot of richness, like aromatic complexity. Gets a lot of fruit notes that come through. It's very rich, and I think this one might do well with some of the sweeter options I have. The Costa Rica is milk chocolate. It has like some of the nutty notes, and I figured that could potentially pair well with some of the more chocolate heavy options as well. But I don't know, I've never done this before, so this is just an assumption. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
And I want to start brewing. I'll be brewing the Costa Rica right now, and I brewed the Ethiopia already.
Okay.
So you guys give it a taste, give it a whirl. With doing a pour over,
nice.
You wet the filter first.
Yeah.
Gonna get that, warm it up, get some of the paper taste out of there.
Now, I understand you roast your own coffee, right?
That's correct. That's correct. I'm a local roaster. I roast and sell coffee beans.
Yeah.
Typically you see me on bike. I pop up on the slow streets. I deliver. So I bring it to your door.
Nice.
People love that aspect of the delivery and beyond coffee, I do slow street activation types of events to bring the community together. Usually on the slow streets, it's a chance to have free food, free coffee, cookies, right? And then complement that with some art and music.
Nice.
And this year we've done 3 already. And the 4th one is on December 7th.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
which I think you're in. You're in for that one. So,
what slow street is that going to be on?
That one will be on Lion Street, between McAllister and Fulton.
Yeah, and then this Friday you're actually doing a community event as well with Corona Heights.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow morning it'll be up the hill. We're that hill. Yeah.
That's with Gabe, right?
With Gabe. Yeah.
We're all everybody knows everybody. So community. So.
Yeah. I've been this part of giving back to the community with free coffee has been really rewarding. With whether it's neighbors getting together, doing just talking and getting to know each other, or artists popping up. That aspect has been very, very much, gives me a boost.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning into it.
Yeah. No, it's great to meet.
And I think you're doing something similar, right?
Yeah, I'm doing tastings around the city as well with different run clubs and co-plunge groups and stuff, and bike groups and stuff. I need to still do coffee outside. But yeah, it's a great way to. I think it's a great way to connect with people and the community and stuff like that as well. And so, who doesn't like good food, good coffee? So
Yeah.
So this is your brewing, the Costa Rican one?
This one is the Costa Rica. It's a medium roast, washed process. So I get the coffee already processed enough and dry enough to be stable on a shelf and last for a while and ready for me to roast. And the way they process most coffee is they wash the fruit off the seed. And then there's a drying process.
Okay. Now, what's the flavor profile for the Costa Rican one?
This one has like tea notes, some milk chocolate notes that come through, and almond. So like a bit of nuttiness.
Almond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, and to me, and again, I don't know. I've never done pairing like this with other things with coffee, but to me, I feel like that would maybe complement with something that is already nutty and chocolatey.
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll find out.
That'd
be fun. Okay, cool. So
how do you find the aromatics when you're roasting compared to the actual tasting? Is that something that they're different profiles, or do you find a similar does it smell a certain way and you're like, oh, I might imagine it's going to taste this way or another?
Good question. I think while roasting is a little tough because it's. I think usually once you grind it, you get a lot of burst of aromatics. So like a lot of you can smell the differences.
Right.
When roasting, you as the temperature goes up, as the coffee goes through like caramelization, you get the different stages of it, like going from very raw green, like smells like maybe grass a bit, to grainy, almost like a beer like mash, to then it starts to get toasty, right? To as you get hotter in temperature. So that part I appreciate. I really love smelling coffee as it's being roasted.
How often do you roast? Is it every day?
No, I roast once every 3 weeks now.
Once every 3 weeks.
Yeah, because I do about 400 pounds, 350 to 400 pounds every time I roast.
Oh, gotcha.
That's a few batches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you vacuum seal these?
No, not vacuum sealed. They're sealed in a compostable bag.
Oh, yeah.
But coffee will continue to off gas after you roast it. So if there's any air that's trapped in here, it gets actually released through the valve. So your gas will displace the air.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So it holds on to. Over time, air will find a way, but it usually holds on to the taste profile improves over time as you start releasing gas.
Yeah.
It's between like a couple of days to a couple of weeks that peak, and then it stays. And then once you start introducing air, then it declines.
Then it starts
then it goes more into like a stale.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That is cool. Okay.
This is what you want to. Pro tip for pour over. You want it to look like wet sand versus like if it's muddy.
Yeah.
That means you ground a little too fine.
Too fine. Gotcha.
And with that said, some people just like it too fine. They like that muddy. They want it to be extracted well.
Do you use a burr grinder then?
I use a burr grinder, yeah. And with these, I just ground them at home, like just before I got here. So within like 20 minutes of So this is the Costa Rica. Again, I failed with. We're gonna have to share some germs as we sip. So.
Okay, so
Shane, I'll pass this over to you first.
I'm going to. What I'm going to go ahead and just keep the running.
I can smell that already from over here. It smells
the coffee, yeah.
Oh wow.
And you know, coffee as it cools, I appreciate it. I appreciate the flavor. I like coffee when it's hot, but I also get more of the taste, like the flavors when it's cooled a bit.
When it's cooled, yeah.
So, I'll cut it into too many pieces. Just realize that. You guys don't have allergies, right?
No
allergies. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it this way here. So why don't you guys go ahead and take a.
Yes.
I'll just
you don't have to tell me.
Yeah,
just tell me any.
I'll just keep the video running. I'll just stop it. We'll just edit later.
Can I use the laminate as the?
Oh yeah, you can do whatever.
As the tray.
Here, actually, you can use this if you like. Trust me, I've had enough of these cookies.
And
any leftovers, I'm snagging for my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. A little sesame guy.
So you'll see, like, take a look at how they look even in between.
So what I usually do with like sweets is I don't necessarily crunch a lot. I tend to like put it on the top of my mouth, especially when I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And then I'll sip.
It?
Yeah.
That's an interesting technique. Yeah. Get the flavors in there. Soak it. So this is the Costa Rica, right?
That's the Costa Rica, Ethiopia. Yeah, the Ethiopia tasting notes are fruity, aromatic, some strawberry, like stone fruit. Stone fruit is where like that richness comes from, and then like a hint of cinnamon that I taste with this one. I want to dive into this.
Did you have a thought on which one the Ethiopia was going to be best with? Was it the earthier, nuttier ones?
I was thinking like the sweeter ones. The ube, it's not too sweet. This is my kind of cookie. Yeah.
That's what you've been eyeing, right?
Yeah. This is like, I knew it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is it. Oh, and it's soft.
Yeah, I'm trying to do with my cookies here. Trying to do a balance of a little bit crispier on the edges, ideally, and kind of soft. There's different cookie styles, but like thin cookies and then also really thick, chunky ones. I kind of stay away from the big, chunky ones because it's too dense, in my opinion. And I feel like, and the way I'm making my cookies here, and by the way, these are slider sizes. They're not the large. These have two sizes, big rounds, which is actually 4 ounce to 4 1/4 ounce cookies. These are more like 2 ounce cookies. These are 3 1/2, so they're called sliders. And then the big rounds are like, the bigger, chunkier cookies.
Is sliders the industry term for it, or is that something
I'm just
you've
making
created?
stuff.
Big rounds and sliders.
Rounds like big rounds, because I was thinking like Big Mac or whatever, and then taking the hamburger analogy, sliders smaller.
Oh, I like that.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, because like to differentiate between a large cookie and small. So these are more like personalized cookies. The bigger ones are great for sharing, or if you like a bigger, chunkier cookie. The big rounds are quote unquote better value, I would say too. So there is the Mexican chocolate in between. So you should have a little bit of cinnamon and chili kick to it, a little bit, not super strong at all, but
it's there.
Yeah, I think this one pairs. Like if you have
The little
have a bite and then a sip of this.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, this one's like unexpected in a very delightful way.
this is so much, it's fruitier, which is, I think, does go really well with, a little bit of kick because of the fruitiness. It's like,
Yeah.
those are really fruity. The Ethiopian is really fruity.
Ethiopia is. Yeah. It's and this was from my last batch, which was a light roast, and I roasted it again yesterday. So you'll see 11.5 is the roast date on this one. This is you're walking home with this one. It'll be a little higher, so a little higher. It went a little higher in temperature.
Oh, okay.
But same like profile as far as how fast I got there. So. Yeah, and then what we're tasting with the Costa Rica is something that actually I roasted yesterday. So this isn't at its peak flavor. So we're getting a bit of bitterness from like the CO2 from the off-gassing.
But this is feels very smooth though. It's very smooth, but it's not very astringent at all. Some coffee can be.
Mellow. I would call it mellow. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm using the right tasting vocabulary for coffee, but it's pretty mellow.
And the other terms, like bright is another term. Bright is like where it's, you immediately get a burst of like flavor.
Right. So bright versus mellow is kind of depending on.
Yeah, I don't know if in the coffee industry they use mellow a lot. That's my term. Kind of like your slider.
Yeah. Hey.
No.
I think the Costa Rican goes better with the darker chocolate.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one almost feels like s'more-esque.
Yeah. A little
Like
bit.
with marshmallow and then the
this one
rich
here.
chocolatey.
Yeah, and this is the
Really
homemade
enjoy.
hazelnut.
Yeah, I really enjoy this one.
It's one of my favorites actually of the 4 new ones that's being offered right now. These 4. It's probably my favorite. Ton of effort to make it, but
Yeah, and like texture-wise, I can tell the difference between the gluten-free ones and the not gluten-free ones.
Yeah.
Taste-wise, it's incredible though. I can't tell that the difference from the taste.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make cookies that also not only, actually my little tagline here is delicious and different, but cookies that also like hopefully satisfy different palates and different dietary restrictions. So I have some gluten-free ones. And actually this week is actually gluten-free awareness, or this month is gluten-free awareness month. So these 2 are gluten-free. And then this one is also vegan as well. But yeah, I'm trying to make cookies that are, even if they're gluten-free, they're still delicious for regular non-gluten people, right?
Yeah.
So trying to do that. So I mean, you can definitely taste the slightly difference texture-wise, but I think it's still, I think it still comes through as a
I would
really
absolutely still order that. And
How did the name come about, Roundish?
Yeah, so I was crowdsourcing names for the company, and I asked you for suggestions, and one friend jokingly said, I thought it was pretty funny. She offered, like, she said, "Oh, what about Circle-ish?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Well, Circle is kind of it's it's not, it's kind of doesn't fall off the tongue." So I thought round would be a little bit better, but it was really off of her idea of Circle-ish. I thought it was kind of funny, and so I put her Circle Roundish, and then 3 other names, and then had people vote on it on Instagram stories, and Roundish got, I think, 8-1 to the other names, and so it's like, oh, I just ended up with Roundish. So yeah, it's been kind of been fun to come up with names, and then I'm trying to name every cookie too. One is easier to describe it for people, especially for ordering. It's also like shorten the name and stuff. So I'm trying to create names for each cookie as much as possible.
Yeah.
Do you come up with the cookie idea first and then the name, or have you ever thought of a name or a slogan and then been like, oh, I should make a cookie around that?
Yeah, sometimes. So Purple Haze was actually came up with that name first before I came out with a cookie, because I have a bunch of ube stuff now that I bought, and so initially I was thinking like I'll keep the flavors for a long time, so I have enough product, but then now it just makes sense to do more rotations to keep it interesting for people. And so like, oh, what can I do with basically a bunch of ube? So I thought like, purple, anything purple, like, oh yeah, Purple Haze is a fun name. So I was like, Haze on that makes sense.
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, it's the cookie first before the name, but that particular one was name first. So yeah. So what would you think of this one? This one is the PSL. This is the pumpkin spice, quote unquote latte. The latte is is the white chocolate caramel, basically.
I like it. I feel like it is reminiscent more of like pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
In a way. Which is fantastic. That's one of my favorite pies.
Nice.
But I feel like normally I don't stray into like the pumpkin spice latte and do the seasonal drinks, but I would absolutely eat more of that.
Which coffee do you think matches well with this?
I tried it with, this is the berry Ethiopian one.
Yep.
And I think that one I liked, but I haven't tried.
I think with this one, it's actually really the Costa Rica. Yeah.
It's bolder, I feel like, than the Ethiopian. Ethiopian seems lighter to me.
The spice, the spice. I don't know. There's something about that combo.
It's a little more balanced.
Yeah. And I can't put words to it. This is one thing that I've learned with tasting coffee and cupping coffee to like figure out tasting notes.
Yeah.
It's a skill that I didn't have to start, and you learn, and it's the associating a word with what you're feeling, what you're tasting, and I've gotten better at it. But now we're introducing some complexity of trying to figure out 2 things that come in.
Right.
and what I've learned is if you think of it, shout it out. Like that's the first thing that comes to mind. Versus like going a bit too deep into it, you might lose the initial hint of flavor that you got, or the tasting note.
Well, I think one of the goals I want to accomplish, I don't know about you guys, but in terms of these pairings is like, well, if you were to sit down with a cookie and a cup of coffee, what's the best of the match together, right? Like really, hopefully elevate that cookie and coffee morning, let's say we have it, or a nice break, right? Like in the afternoon, if you're going to have a cup of coffee and maybe something sweet as a treat, like a cookie, which one would you ideally pick together and have the best experience out of? Because you don't want to necessarily like have a coffee that doesn't match too well. I think I would be like, it's not ideal. And so so this, I think this is kind of the reason why to do this is that if you're gonna have a treat, why think about what you're doing potentially.
Really optimize your treat to yourself.
If you're gonna treat yourself, might as well
really go all out.
What would you guys like me to brew? More of the Costa Rica?
Let's do that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this was the Costa Rica. Right. Yeah. Because
Yep.
Now, Zaid, having been around a lot on different slow streets, do you find that there are different coffees that do better in different parts of the city, or are there any like coffees, thinking to like what's the optimum experience? Do you find that there are different coffees that you enjoy in different locations?
Ooh, I think there's no geographically there isn't necessarily any difference. But for me, the coffees that do better are the coffees that people are sampling. So I have a carafe of brewed coffee, and these things keep it pretty hot for a while. People drink it and they're like, "Whoa, I really like this." And imagine like going wine tasting, right?
Yeah.
You go and taste them on, and you're like, "Oh, this is really good," and you end up buying the one that you tasted.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I will brew, whatever I brew is the one that people are like, yeah, this is great for that day. And then I could brew something else like the next day, and that would sell more. Right?
Yeah.
So but I'm trying to think about your question about like geographically within the city. I think
Or I guess more simply put, like, how do you choose between the different coffee blends? Is that something you wake up and you're like, even though you've got plenty of options, which one do you gravitate to? Like, what has to change, or what factors are you using? Or is it just you wake up and you're like, I want more berry today, versus
for like what
nutty.
to brew, to drink, to consume that day? I don't have that luxury to think about that stuff anymore because I am married to someone who puts it in a pot, and we
Get the caffeine first.
especially on the weekdays. She like programs it so it brews in the morning. So I have no say.
Okay.
No, jokes aside, I think to answer your question, I think it depends on to go back to what we're doing right now. It depends on what I think I'm going to eat. I'm going to have it with. There's sometimes, or like if I have heavy whipping cream in the fridge, and then I have some like really chocolatey coffee, that's going to be the one I choose, right? So there's some like coffees, and that's what I've learned with coffee is that there's no wrong way of consuming it, right? So there are days where I have it with heavy whipping cream. There are days where I have it black because I want to appreciate something bright that's fruity, right? So.
Now, is there all your coffee basically like single origin or do you also do blends?
I do blends. I've done one blend myself on accident, but I typically work with a distributor in the East Bay, and they blend. They do some blending.
And do you kind of?
And I use theirs.
Oh, you use
I
their
use
blends?
their blends, yeah.
Okay, you don't necessarily specify, or have them craft a certain profile that you like per se.
No, I haven't started blending. Blending, I think a lot of people will blend and say they're blending for flavor and to get certain notes. But at the end of the day, blending kind of happened because of reducing cost. So you end up having some good quality coffee that you mix in something else that doesn't necessarily hurt the flavor, and then you lower the per pound cost.
Right.
I haven't done that. Maybe I'll do it at some point. But I tend to just go for. I use distributors that deal directly with farmers, and they bring in the coffee. They do some write-ups about the coffee, and then I take some samples. I'll sample roast and kind of get a feel for what I want to roast, and then I'll plan it out that way.
Nice.
And then I have a rotation, so
you do have a
I'm
rotation.
always doing something new.
Just like
And my
Aromatic.
exactly, and my customers appreciate it,
Yeah.
especially the delivery aspect. They really appreciate that I mix it up.
Yeah.
And you do a subscription model, I believe, right?
Yep,
Is that
I do.
correct?
I do like delivery subscription that's flexible. Text message with people,
Yeah.
and I get it to their door.
I need to start a subscription model.
Yeah, hey, we
See
can do
every week a box of cookies.
cookies and coffee.
Cookies and coffee.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go. Cookies and
delivery
coffee.
on
CNC.
bike. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, could be a good morning or afternoon treat
How-
combo.
So how do you decide about your coffee on what you're going to consume?
I have beans right now from a friend, and I normally just talk to friends and kind of. I don't have like a specific bean or style that I have come to yet know that that's like the ultimate one that I enjoy. So I
Yeah.
just buy a new bag from what friends are drinking and what friends have told me, or if I have a cup of coffee at someone's house, I'll ask them what beans they've got.
Yeah.
And kind of just like bounce around from there. So I feel like I'm still very early in trying to learn what I like. And yeah, just use the espresso machine at home mostly.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, and do you prefer a certain type of coffee? Meaning, like, you want a special shots, or do you drink more of, like the whole cup of like American style, cup of large cups of coffee?
I
Or-
tend to, so we do a lot of like filter, again,
Singapore,
for
yeah.
ease, for convenience.
Yeah.
And on the weekends, it's French press, or I do a pour over like this.
Yep.
I appreciate just the
visual.
amount of control that you can have with
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't have an espresso machine, but I have. I mean, I guess I have one little one, like finger pump, hand pump ones. It works well, but it's a process. Like it takes, it's time consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tend to not use it as
Right.
much.
Yeah, if you've got a busy morning routine, sometimes you just need the pot to
yeah,
go. And
yeah,
whatnot, but
yeah. And I know a lot of people that have espresso machines, and that's all they do. Is they pull espresso shots. Even if they want a cup of like coffee, they'll make an Americano with some hot water.
Right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess I have the luxury of 6 or 7 types of coffee that I can pick from any morning.
Yeah.
Right.
But it usually it's just like we stick with one for a few days, right? It's like we drink one for a few days and then
Right.
kind of
You gotta
have
get
a
the
rotation.
whole bag too.
Yeah,
You gotta finish the bag, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there is something to the control. I've been watching you kind of with the weights in the water, dialing it in for the ratios.
So that
well.
is a weight, right? Or is that a scale?
This is a scale, yeah. So and I messed it up on this time. It's a smart scale that's supposed to help you, like you don't have to do math. But with this one, I hit the tear button after putting the beans in, and I was like, ah, shit. Instead of redoing it, I just kind of eyeballed it.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing I've learned about coffee is sometimes you just have to kind of eyeball things.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, kind of will go.
So it is proportioned, though.
Yeah.
in terms
I
of
did the
water
math.
to-
I did the math in my head. And, I think I have the right amount of water.
So so there is a proper balance of water to, beans, I guess.
Yeah, there's a ratio,
Yeah.
and it all depends on
Preference too.
who
How strong
who's
you
brewing,
want
how you want to brew it, and it's just another variable, right, that you can control. You can control with extracting flavor and caffeine from, like with coffee, you it's water, beans come together, right, and it's you have how long they stay together, just how fine or how coarse the coffee grounds are is a variable. Temperature is another element that you deal with. With something like this, with a pour over, how is it sitting? How is it channeling? How are you pouring? So all these are things that you can control. I did teach people how to brew. You guys can start drinking this. Teach people how to brew pour over, and we held everything the same, did 2 different batches, and had one that was very coarse and one that was very fine. So the only difference between the two was how the grind setting. And one of them I appreciated more, which is on the coarser side. But there's always 1 or 2 people that are like, no, I want the very fine one, which, like you can imagine it's very bitter, it's extracting a lot of flavor, a lot of bitterness. But there's always, out of a crowd of 10, 1 or 2 people that like that, right? So, yeah.
Interesting.
What have you found with like cookies and what people like?
It's been interesting. I think it's just always been a variety of. So far, I've been pretty lucky. I think with my cookie flavors that people found favorites in each one of them. So it's not consistent, meaning, I mean, I definitely have more, like if I look at my sales data right now, there's certain flavors that sells more than others. But at the same time, certain people have certain preference for certain things.
Yep.
And that's just natural. So for me, I am trying to, it's a good sign that people say this is my favorite when, you know, like each one of these cookies out of someone said that this is their favorite cookie, which is good because I didn't have a complete dud. Right. So I think it depends on, again, everyone's personal taste preference. If they like something that is nuttier versus like more chocolatey or sweeter, or maybe the textural combination, like the sweet and savory ones, which I didn't have here, but I have like in the past I've had like gochujang, for example, right? A sweet and savory cookie, or the brown butter, sage, and rosemary.
Kick.
Yeah. So they're very different and surprises a lot of people. The Eastern Sierra is what I call the brown butter sage cookie. That has been actually one of the more popular ones. So it's like the top 3 or 4 out of the 8 that I had previously, the original 8. And so, yeah, so it all depends on the person. So,
Yeah.
So, yeah, what about this one in terms of pairing for this particular cookie?
This one right here?
Yeah. I think for me, it's this one, Ethiopian. What about you guys?
I haven't had it with that.
And now I'm
that
going to have
yet.
to have... Here, let's split the last...
No,
Or do you have it?
I
Okay,
just
cool.
haven't had it with the coffee.
Yeah, for me, like, because the chocolate part is pretty, and this is a chocolate cookie, I kind of like the floral part of it that matches, it's a little lighter. Like the darker coffee to me is, it's complementary, but I feel like the Ethiopian with the lighter floral color, it makes it pop more, at least in my mind. I don't know about you guys.
You know, I've noticed I've been eating a bite and then sipping. Kind of want to do the opposite next time. Like sip, have that in my, you know, and then eat, and just to kind of notice the difference. But yeah, I see your point. I think now that it's cooled, do you notice the stone fruit?
Yeah.
Like stone fruit, it's
Yeah,
like
it's a
I
little
just feel like so. It's earlier on, it was more of like the strawberry, maybe a bit of the like floral. Now it's like dense, like stone fruity.
It is awesome how much that flavor
There's two very different
develops
coffees.
over time. Yeah.
Very different coffees.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I like that.
What about you?
I like that pairing.
I kind of liked it with the
The Ethiopian, the Costa Rican.
Costa Rican.
Right.
Yeah, something that just kind of like, I think it is complementary in a way. And I find with a few of these, I've been kind of gravitating to things that are a little more complementary than a more like balance or more, I guess, contrasting flavor profile.
Yeah, and again, it's everyone's preference, right? Like what they like. But I think it is interesting to see or taste the flavor profiles of both, how they match up, right? And they are very different because of the coffees are very different.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's also personal preference of how you like to pair yourself. Right?
Yeah, I've been sipping on this one as well with this cookie, and it's. I appreciate what you were saying, but I think for me, this one is a better pairing. I think this one paired really well with this, and
the
with this
PSL,
one. Yeah,
that might have been my favorite combo, is the PSL with the Ethiopian.
Okay. I know. I think like later on we should go around again, like see which coffee you guys think pairs with each one cookie. We'll summarize, I guess. Okay. Do you have a little more water to make for the Ethiopian or no?
I'm gonna go.
I think I'm on my
It'll
last
be-
one.
Yeah.
It'll be a little cooler,
That's
so it won't pull the same, or it won't extract the same.
Okay. Well, we're at the last cookie, so.
But it'll still be coffee.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's actually good at afternoons, like a nice little pick-me-up towards the end of the day.
What do you have going on the rest of the day?
I gotta head over to Alameda. My folks are over there. So,
Oh, nice. Did you grow up in the Bay Area?
no, I grew up near Fresno. My parents retired to Alameda.
Got it.
But they're kind of dealing with some medical stuff right now, so I have to go over.
Sorry to hear.
No, I'm sorry.
It's nice that they're local, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, much closer. I used to drive 4 hours to get back to Fresno. Now it's like half an hour to just get over there.
Yeah.
That's why, that's why I actually have to like 4 o'clock or so.
You gotta go. Yep.
I should head out.
I think we have a little bit more
Yeah.
time, so we'll make some more.
turned out to be
coffee.
Are you guys mostly based in delivering to SF, or have you expanded elsewhere?
Right now, I'm still only in SF. Actually, as of today, I'm on a shelf in Berkeley
Oh, congratulations.
at
Congrats.
Coro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But I want to expand the bike operation here
Right.
in the city, and then explore other cities.
Kind of hard to bike over to the East Bay if you can't really get there by bike, right?
Yeah,
I guess
well,
you can BART, but
you can. I mean, the ferry. You can, especially with
right.
this kind of bike.
right.
It's hard to put it on BART.
Yeah. Up and down those stairs.
Yeah, it won't fit in the elevator.
Yeah.
Right.
So that would have to be a ferry ride.
Yeah, or you can go a long way. Go to right across the
Richmond.
Golden Gate Bridge and then San Rafael and then.
Totally. I mean, this has taken me to Larkspur.
Oh,
It
Whoa.
was fully loaded with
Dang.
coffee. It was like 150 pounds worth of load,
jeez.
and it took me to Larkspur and back.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, it
Well
can
done.
do it. It can do it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I have a second bike,
Hmm.
and then a third, hopefully before the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hopefully starting 2026 with 3 bikes operating.
So you have, are you hiring people for that?
Yeah,
Oh, you are. Oh, for deliveries and stuff.
yeah, for
Amazing.
deliveries, but mainly for popping up, for like
Oh, wow.
doing the pop-ups. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I mean, there's so many neighborhoods in San Francisco, so every neighborhood can be serviced by that.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I feel like just having the space, the slow street, is like step one of building community, but bringing people out to share that space together and like create those memories or conversations is a really awesome thing that you're doing by getting people out to like hang out outside in that space now that it's created.
Yeah. I think what I've noticed on the slow streets is that just my presence there, people stopping, it's giving people an opportunity to walk on the slow streets, be like actually hang out on the slow, come meet each other on the slow streets.
Right.
And what I've noticed is cars will slow down.
Right.
Every once in a while, there will be some driver that's not happy with slow streets that will
jerks about it.
maybe not be so nice about it. But the majority of drivers will slow down, right? Which is kind of what you want. That's the whole point of slow streets, to make them safer.
Yeah.
For kids, for people hanging,
Right.
walking on the slow streets.
think
This
so.
is like lukewarm now, so,
Yeah, no.
so we're kind of limited based off of the
yeah.
what I have. So it won't extract as well,
Okay.
but just keep that in mind.
No, I think like the slow street is a great thing for like, I think one of the big things about cities is people say they don't know their neighbors. Like you live in the same buildings, you don't know your neighbors. I think having these slow street events is a good way to just know your neighbors. Just having conversation, right? Like, oh yeah, you live in that building or whatever. Even just, and I think that's something that big cities sometimes get criticized for compared to like small town America, where like, oh yeah, small town, the kids
Everyone's
play together
friendly,
and
yeah.
outside and stuff like that. In the city, you don't really have those community spaces, and I think slow street helps in that way. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's also, I've been reading a book, I think called Happy City, but it's talking about how folks have kind of, or the evolution of like suburbia and how then people became more isolated
Yeah.
because their promise of a yard where everyone could hang out was like kind of cut in ways by having longer commute times and not ever having intentional interactions or opportunities to run into your neighbor
Right.
because you're going from your door inside your house to your garage into a metal box out to your work
Right.
and back,
Yeah.
and never getting the opportunity to like interface with your community or your neighbors. And
Yeah.
I think being on bike is a little different because you're actually like face to face more often, and you're out in the streets and you're enjoying the sidewalks.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to see that concept. I think coming to life with the folks. I'm sure now you've been in business for a while. You've seen some of the regulars out and about, and they're happy to see you and catch up. And
Yeah.
it must be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, when you get someone that walks by that says, "Oh, you made my day," just for giving the sample or whatever,
yeah.
cup of coffee, and
Yeah.
I could be having the worst day,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're like, "Wow, this is
Yeah.
kind of nice." Of just you made my day by saying that, So,
For sure.
but yeah, having that connection with coffee on the slow streets is what I like. I uncovered that or discovered that. By accident, really, not necessarily by accident, but just over the course of doing this, setting up on the slow street. So
Yeah.
the start of it was just coffee. I have a passion for coffee, and
Yeah.
everything else kind of came together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's great. So you primarily, what neighborhoods are you primarily now?
Like where I do the pop-ups. I've been delivering to a bunch of places, but when I pop up, it'll be Nopa, Lower Haight, Upper Haight, the Richmond area, Clay Street. So I guess what's Alta Plaza? What's that neighborhood?
Lower. That's like Pack Heights, basically.
And then the intent is to do some pop-ups in the Mission as well. Noe Valley. But yeah, I need more of me. More of me. To be
More
able to
bikes,
do that.
yeah.
It's
More
awesome.
bikes, more passionate coffee folks.
Yeah.
Cool.
So do you know anyone?
Yeah, are there any folks that you've like encountered either via travel or word of mouth that you're like really interested to share
There's-
coffee with? Or?
Well, so actually, there is someone that has been helping me out. His name is Eddie. He's got a passion for coffee as well, and he came and helped me with roasting.
Nice.
I've been doing like 2 locations where I go pop up somewhere, and he takes us over one spot. So he's been very helpful. Has a lot of knowledge with coffee. That he's engaging with people as well.
Yeah.
So I've been appreciating that, and it's given me an idea on how to then hire and be able to do this like long term. So which is helpful.
Do you have aspirations for brick and mortar?
No, not right now.
Okay.
I want to stay in. I mean, I guess if some opportunity came and
Did you get those drinks already? Did you try that?
I already tried that one. Yeah, I've had 2 of that one.
Oh yeah, you're concerned. Okay.
But right now, there's no plans to open a brick and mortar to brew coffee. I want to focus on the roasting and distribution of roasted coffee.
Okay.
But if an opportunity comes, if there is someone that I can maybe partner with to have a brick and mortar for brewing and serving coffee to people, I won't say no. Right. So, but it's a different business a little, like with the roasting side versus brewing. Right.
Yeah,
So,
brewing and serving is different. I feel like
operationally, it's not the same. So I've been kind of focusing on the roasting for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how this extracted. Let me give it a whirl.
It's not as strong, obviously, the flavor.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still taste the citrusy or the floralness of the coffee. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of the purple haze pairing? Which is your preference for the coffee?
Oh.
Yeah, you had 2
You're
pieces.
gonna make me have more of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more of it. I didn't bite into that.
I think this
Broke off
one
these.
is very subtle. Like as a cookie, it's a lot of hazelnut, and then the ube is very much in the background. And I love that. I appreciate that. And I think it would have it was working well
Costa
here.
Rica?
Yeah. But we had 6 cookies, and I don't remember now.
I think
There's a little
for
more
me,
to
I'm
sample.
gonna try a little bit more.
I kind of like the
Pepper. Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Going contrarian again.
Yeah, for me, because the ube has more of a floral flavor, at least in my mind. More I actually like to pair it with the Ethiopian because to me this is like maybe I'm more
complementary contrast.
Right.
Yeah,
So maybe I'm more of a I like contrast. I like the contrast.
Yeah.
So given that the Ethiopian has more of the more robust flavor, I would say, than the Ethiopian. This for me, because this has more of a floral flavor to me, I think for me, that contrast is better than this for me on the match.
Yeah.
Floral, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe for you, it sounds like you like.
I feel like I like the I've been sticking with the
That's
complimentary,
funny. Yeah, that's
which is
interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah,
How about you?
I think I'm in your boat.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I think this was the way. I mean, the better combo or pairing.
You do like this?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're me.
He's with
Yeah.
You're with me then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, we're talking about this one.
Yeah.
No, this one is
You do
Ethiopia.
like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like the Ethiopian.
Yes.
Okay, so you like the floral to floral-ish flavor. At least
the nutty and the floral. I think I kind of enjoy that.
Oh, so it's interesting how people pick that out too. Because for me, it's the ube that stands out in terms of the pairing aspect, not so much the hazelnut for me on the pairing side. So because to me, that's a pretty strong floral element on the Ethiopian. Is that so when I drink that coffee, the floralness comes through a lot, and so when I taste this, it's not so much the hazelnut. It's more the ube that comes through for me a little bit stronger than the hazelnut's nuttiness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So that's why I consider that floral. It sounds like you guys considered the nutty part that pairs well with floral, which I also can see that as well. It's interesting.
Yeah. What I'm realizing is like tomorrow might be all different, right?
Yeah.
Like the preferences and like the taste buds change too. Just over like the last hour, I'm like, oh.
Sounds like you've got your first subscription.
Yeah. So I'm in.
Frequency, delivery, and daily.
So let's summarize actually, like what you guys' overall pairing for each cookie. Let's. So this one, we'll start for you guys. This would be the Ethiopian.
Yeah, I kind of changed my mind midway on this one, and I'm realizing. I think I had originally was going in that direction, but I think I'm more landing here.
Okay. And this one was the
peanut butter one.
The peanut butter, yeah. The peanut butter and chocolate. Which one would you guys say? The coffee.
I think I went darker on that one. Yeah, more complimentary.
Yeah, for me again, it was the opposite.
Yeah,
because I like the lighter and the chocolate. Okay.
And this one,
touch of cinnamon. Yeah,
Ethiopia.
Light and bright. Those were both fantastic. I think that was my favorite combination too of the 6.
Nice. Okay. And Zed, what about
that one? Costa Rica.
Okay. And you?
I think I was also Costa Rica there.
That's so funny.
The darkness really works well together.
Like the floral and because it cuts through the richness of the chocolate.
Right. Helps to kind of recenter a bit.
Yeah. It's just funny that you guys both were similar in that regard. I'm always picking the opposite.
We're like doubling down on
Right. If it's gonna be like rich, I want it extra real. Like just go all the way in. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about this one? The
unicorn blue. This was a fantastic cookie, actually. I really enjoyed that one, and I think maybe the Ethiopian because of what you did in the middle,
Mexican chocolate.
which was the Mexican chocolate.
Yeah, I think initially I said this one was Ethiopia pairing, and I don't remember why, but I remember saying that it paired well.
Okay, and what about this last one, which is the yin yang, the sesame, black sesame and white chocolate?
That was the first one I tried,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm realizing now is I should have brought a little pen and paper so I could take some notes, because I forgot about what that tasted like, which means I'm just going to have another bite.
Guys. Whatever we have left over, we can give it to your kids.
This cookie, I don't, but this cookie was also really fun for me in that the sesame seeds made it different than a cookie that I'm traditionally used to.
Yeah.
In terms of like the texture and experiencing the cookie, and that was just I think a really fun part of like what you're trying to do with
Yeah.
your brand here is be different in a
Yeah.
way and make it fun
Yeah.
and explore some new flavors. So I really loved that cookie as well, but I can't quite remember.
And that sesame seed, like,
Have
pop,
more.
when
Yeah,
it pops, it's so good.
Have more. It's also interesting is that it's different if you taste the one with the topping with the black sesame and the topping with the white chocolate, because you get more sweetness on this one. So
Yeah.
the cookie versus the more nuttier if you just only have the sesame side of it. Even though the cookie itself has a blend of both sesame and white chocolate.
Which one did you think paired well with this
I
one?
think the lighter.
Yeah.
I generally like lighter compared to when something's strong. That's my taste buds.
I think I just had the sweeter part, and I think that paired well with this.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so that's the Ethiopia.
the Ethiopia, yeah.
Yeah.
But I keep going back for like the seed. They're so good.
Yeah, yeah. Black
Not
sesame.
pop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the sesame.
toasted.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, toasted black sesame. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Thanks
think
for
this is fun.
thanks
I
for
think-
inviting me to do
yeah,
this. Yeah, this
yeah.
was fun. It was great.
Yeah, I want to do a series of these like pairings of different things. I want to do one with ice cream. I think I want to do one with beer, ideally.
Fantastic.
One with wine, maybe. So different. I want to find different people to do it with.
Yeah.
So if you know anybody who's local ice cream shops, beer shops, or you want to do this, I would, that would be something I want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
But yeah, so I want to do this, and I'll come back to you actually, maybe once a month. We'll if you want, because
many
I'm
flavors.
introducing new cookies every freaking week going forward.
Yeah, yeah.
4 new cookies. So maybe once a month we can just hang out and do something like this if you want. And
Yeah.
you can bring in new like coffee flavors, and then what I think would be fun too, maybe bring 1 or 2 other people and invite.
Yeah.
Like someone like
Yeah.
Kevin or customers of mine or your customers too. We can have a small gathering and let people go around and just enjoy, right? And so
I like it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'll try to get
like
this
that.
edited and stuff and put together.
Perfect.
We'll quote unquote do the collab situation on the Instagram where
Yeah.
both creators
Like a reel. Yeah.
reel.
Yeah.
And then we'll get some content up there.
Just gonna
We'll get one of these on there.
Yeah,
pop around at different locations too, so you'll
Yeah.
have just like coffee and cookies and
yeah.
throughout.
I mean, we can do this even on December 7th, whatever your event before that. We can even do it.
It's tough on December 7th, just because there will be a lot of people, and there's going to be people asking questions, and like I am going to be running around. I just won't be available to do this.
Oh, no, we'll do some other time.
But it does not. I don't need to be involved, right? It could just be my coffee and someone else brewing the coffee and talking through it, right? And you can have like scheduled like times. Like, we can even put it on Instagram, like, hey, between at 11 a.m., 11 to 11:15, we're gonna have some pairing tasting. Come try the pairing.
I mean, I can easily buy like little cups, like
I
shot glass
already have
cups.
them.
Oh, you
I already have
okay,
them.
see,
Yeah,
so
they're
we'll
nice.
just
Yeah.
pour those suckers, and then I'll have like little
even-
cookie tastings.
Yeah,
Like
put them in the shot
like
glasses
the way
as
you
well,
cut this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
And then we're just like, hey,
Put them right next to each other,
Yeah.
and then people can come and grab, and then they can give feedback.
Yeah.
It would
And then
be
we can-
interactive.
yes, interactive also is a great way to generate leads too. Meaning,
Uh-huh.
have people like, hey, before you do tasting, make sure you sign up with an email or
For a newsletter
or
or
Instagram
something. Yeah.
or something, right? So that way they get alerted for the next tasting or the next wherever so you can start blasting people out a little bit,
Yep.
like, hey, here's the next Slow Street event,
Yeah.
or here, these are new flavors coming up. So both of us, we can start, collecting those kind of potential customers
Yep.
along the way while they're doing this tasting.
That's perfect.
So
Yeah.
trying creative ways for us to kind of
So if
not on general community, but also
if I did want to find more cookies or coffee, like how do I find them? How do I sign up? How do I get more cookies? And then also
Yeah.
same question, how do I sign
yeah.
up, learn more about the brand and
well,
follow
I'm
on?
on Instagram, you know that, right?
Mhm.
So you're following, right? Have
I
you
am,
been?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. See,
Through the Instagram is the best way to reach out to you?
For me, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now it's Instagram and website.
Okay.
Slowstreetcoffee.com. Slow Street Coffee on
I still
Instagram.
need to set up my website.
Yeah, my website is very simple, the little form.
Yeah.
But that's been mainly how people kind of get in touch
Cool.
with me.
Or just wave you
And-
down when you're on your bike.
Yeah, or that. Yeah. But
You're out of battery though.
Yeah.
You might be faster.
I do intend on having like an online store at some point,
Okay.
but but that's lower on the priority list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I am out of my friend's bag, I might I might reach
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
you.
Just hit me up, and then I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It was fun.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
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 as well.
Thanks for
So much
doing
fun.
this.
Thanks.
Appreciate
It
it.
was fun.
Take this off.